Okay, since we're live, let me switch off the old banner. Hello, welcome. Happy April, because it's now April. Last time I saw you was March. It was quarter 1. Now it was technically quarter 2, because it was Monday. But hello, welcome. I'm excited to get going today. I've got several stickies from my outside tasks moved, and I'm partially done with several of these. There are 3 stickies. I don't know if you can tell. There's a really pale yellow one above the blue one right there. But I am ready to work, ready to do. So yeah, I feel like I am motivated and ready to work, and it's beginning of a new quarter, it's beginning of a new month, beginning of a new draft. So exciting energy, right? So that's where I am in terms of the story. Is I've gotten a little bit written for each of my 3 projects, just to kind of like start off with and get a little bit more focused on which ones I'm going to be doing first. Just a couple of different exercises with those kind of things. So yesterday, Tuesday, I worked out in the yard and planted 4 azalea small bushes, created a new island for the yard in the front. That way the lawn guy or myself doesn't have to go and like weed in between. But yeah, so I spent some of yesterday outside, so that was nice. Got some of those outside tasks done. But yeah, we have today's doggo is Jax. His eyes may look like they are peering into your soul, but do not let them fool you. They are actually peering into the space-time continuum itself. So here is our lovely Jax with those pale blue eyes. And then we have for today, Lily. She is a weather forecaster, spelled wrong. Has no idea how to determine the weather, but has a lot to say about the weather, about whether she gets to stay at the park, even if it starts to sprinkle a little bit. So there is a very out of focus Lily. Maybe if I put them up next to each other, they will focus a little bit better. That's a lie. Well, it did not. So anyway, but we had Jax and Lily. So there we go. Today's poll, let me put that up. Which setting would you prefer to read? I put some of the pictures that I pulled for my vision board. So which one would you prefer to read? A Bayou murder mystery, that'd be over here on the left, would be a contemporary, a sort of kingdoms and empires fantasy, or a rivals to lovers, warring houses, probably history rather than fantasy, or something else entirely. So if you have a preference as to contemporary, fantasy, or historical settings, let me know. But yeah, so there is that. Stacy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Speaking of raining, it's storming here. Excellent. You need some rain, right? Maybe not a full-on storm, but you need some rain every once in a while. We had a little bit of a storm here on Monday. If you were here, you know that there was like a 5-minute cloud burst where I was like, we may not last all the way to the end of the stream, but it cleared up. But then when I was texting Bestie, there was a tornado touchdown in the county where I used to live. She still lives. So that side of the state definitely got a little bit more of the severe weather than my side of the state. So Monique is here. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Kara says you're running late. You're not late. You're perfectly when you wanted to get here. You got up late today after a bumpy night's sleep. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Understand that. You are currently making something on a metal weaving loom that your mom ordered. Ooh. Fun. So is it a small one or like medium or like a proper can make tapestries and or blankets on loom? I've only ever seen a couple of those, of like the big size ones. One of my friends when we went to college was several of them were in the art department, but her mother was a fiber artist and made tapestries, beautiful tapestries. And so she took several weaving classes because of that influence, and they wound up getting a small loom. Or did her mother might have already had a loom. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, her mother already had a loom in their house. But they went up to they drove up to, I think, New York State to pick up a medium-sized printing press for her because she wound up being, my friend wound up being a printmaker. She made, not that one. That one was another friend, but my Misty Woodlands. Wait, my bed's not made, so ignore that part. That one. She made that one. My room is a mess, y'all. I need to clean it. It's only been like 2 days and I've already destroyed my room and everything. But so I've seen a couple of her mother's pieces and they're beautiful. And one of them looked like the ripples on a river, like a shallow river at sunset. And you could see the shadows of the minnows. Like you couldn't necessarily see the minnows themselves, but you could see the shadows of them. Beautiful, completely intricate. Can't imagine how much forethought and like calculation would have had to go into the design, and then making sure that you like tie each of the, is it the warp or the weft? The ones that stay straight. Is that the warp or the weft? And now I'm questioning which is the warp versus weft. Warp threads run vertically on the loom. Okay, so that would be the ones that stay, that you have to manipulate up and down with the pedals. And the weft is the one that you weave. Okay, there you go. Random stuff. So yeah, so I'm curious about your loom because I always wanted to sort of like ask if I could have some lessons on like how do you set up the loom in the first place, because that just seemed so far out of my like, how do I do this? Because I had, like, my dad had made me like several little hand looms. I keep wanting to say looms with like boards and nails, and like you can make scarves and bookmarks with that kind of stuff. But yeah, the sort of like the larger size looms are really cool, but very also intimidating. So yeah. Stace says it looks like dusk here instead of one. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's a dark storm incoming. So Kara says, I made a big brunch with seasoned chicken breast, baked potatoes, baked beans, bacon, and waffles. Ooh, you put half the chicken, potatoes, beans in the fridge for a later meal. The potatoes are huge. Nice. Nice. Monique says, the loom makes you want to knit. Oh no, knitting is way easier than setting up the loom and weaving. I don't know. I feel like, well, I mean, I guess it would depend on the pattern. Because if you're doing something relatively simple, after you have the initial setup frustration, I would think it would be pretty darn easy. But the same would be true of if you were knitting and purling something very simple. So yeah, I don't know. But then with the knitting, you wouldn't have the initial setup unless you hate casting on. You're going to post your results on Instagram and Blue Sky. Excellent. Thank you for that. I will definitely take a peek. Kara is sprinting with Writer Sanctuary as well. Stream hoppers. Yes. Kara says, honestly, I'm the opposite. I have a mini loom and you would prefer it to trying to knit with needles. Full disclosure, you've only ever made scarves, and that is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. My friend who became a printmaker has one of her muses, I guess I should say, is trees and foliage. Because a lot of her pieces centered around the natural world, specifically with trees and foliage. And so it became a sort of meditative exercise for her when she was carving the linoleum sheets. Very complicated kinds of stuff. Let me see if she still has some of her stuff up, some of her older stuff. Yes. Yes, she does. Okay, so let me show off my friend here for a moment. So this is her old website. I don't know how often she has it updated, but she is very much inspired by trees and foliage. So I have a small print of this one with the blue shadows. This is the one that that I have framed. And oops, how do I? This is the one I remember her taking like an extreme amount of time to carve because it is so detailed. Let's see if I can, yeah. So it's very, very detailed. But then she did this one as a print. And then she did this one in her weaving class, in her loom tapestry class. And it looks cool either way. So she did a small tapestry of this image in fabric by weaving it on a loom, which is crazy to me. Just thinking about like how you would delineate which strings to which of the warp threads to lift for a particular like small blotch of color here. Like she's very I remember her talking about the conversion process though, and it was a lot. But yeah, so very cool. I always was very impressed with both her and her mom for doing the tapestries and stuff. And I was like, this is really cool. I would love to learn how to do this. But I also know myself and know that my frustration point would probably come way sooner than theirs when setting up a loom or like tying a bajillion knots. So Monique says it's just that knitting comes easier for you. Gotcha. Which is perfectly fine because we all have preferences for hobbies. But right now you're going to take a break for lunch. Excellent. Mom Maggie is here and says, hello, lovelies. Hello. How's the weather in Colorado? And how is your busy spring season going? Monique says, also, I did a Celtic Cross Tarot spread. Yes, because the new moon was Saturday, but also new quarter, new month. And some interesting stuff came up. Ooh. The future card was the 9 of Cups, but the outcome was the 5 of Cups. So either way, you're dealing with the emotional suite. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a peek at the cheat sheet. The 9 of Cups, I feel like, is it's definitely a card of choices. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my navigation pane. Okay, so according to Tarot for Writers, the 9 of Cups, sorry, is a card of social events, gatherings, comfortable mix of business and pleasure if it is upright. So possibly be prepared for social situations, or an increase in social situations. If you're creating a character, it can be like a sort of NPC bartender type character as well, someone who facilitates those social events. But the overall outcome you said was 5 of Cups. Ooh, okay. So 5 of Cups could upright is disappointment, dissatisfaction, sorrow, bitterness, or frustration. It's a card where you have 3 spilled cups, 2 still standing, but you're not necessarily noticing them. So not necessarily focusing on potential ways to save the situation or potential positives of the outcome. Interesting. 9 of Cups is the wish card. I don't know. Kara says today's Therapets card is a sweet space squid who says, trying your best is all that matters. The rest will fall into place. Yes. Yes, yes. Laura says, I had a dream the night before April 1st, which made me switch quarter 2 projects. Hey! Last minute changes. Yes. We'll see how it goes. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. Why not? Becca is here and says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I caught a little bit of the stream with that you were on yesterday. And you were talking about big plans and not knowing if you could make all of the things you wanted happen because of the timelines. So I'm rooting for whatever you decide to do. I'm sure it will turn out wonderfully. Stacy says, the thunder is rolling. Neither kid is going to be pleased to come home and that mess. Yeah, that's probably true. Monique says, according to your friends, you think the overall vibe of your spread is slow down and manage your expectations. Possibly, yes. But the sky is lighter now that the thunder has rolled. Gotcha. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Okay, so we pulled the doggos. Just briefly show them again. We pulled Jacks with those lovely blue eyes. There we go. There's Jacks. And then we pulled Lily. Let's see if we can. There we go. There's Lily. Jacks and Lily. Becca says you're still struggling to decide. You're actually going to pull a card for each project on the first sprint and see what the universe says. Excellent. I'm also kind of doing that slightly in a sneaky way because I'm asking you which setting you'd prefer to read of my 3 projects that I want to do for So yeah, so there's that. But I like that. I like that you're gonna pull a card. Okay, we pulled the armadillo today. Set healthy boundaries. Laura says the new project is a dark romance novella with a serial killer priest. You're going to revive your old romance pen name and try again, but with darker stories. You really need income and can't wait for going through the process of traditional publishing at the moment. I already made a cover and did an outline last night. Yes, love it. Go for it. Go for it, Laura. Becca says, so cute. Yes, the puppies are so cute. The Wake Up Kick-Ass Repeat card says, hold your head up. Okay, but also, yes. Becca's laughing. Sneaky, right? You should do a poll, because why not? Why not? Yeah, so I have, in case you're curious, I have three projects, one long, two short, so two novella length, that I am planning on setting, like trying to get through the drafts of for quarter two. I have a contemporary Bayou murder mystery. I have a fantasy that is like kingdoms and empires, and lots of shenanigans. And then I have a historical warring houses, rivals to lovers situation. Those are my three. But at the moment, y'all have 29% tied for kingdoms and empires, rivals to lovers, and other. So if you chose other, let me know what it is that you are wanting to read setting wise. Anyway, so the armadillo is set healthy boundaries. Here is our armadillo friend. Again, I'm having trouble having it focused today, so apologies for that. Set healthy boundaries. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of the armadillo. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and others begin, what is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits. Understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo is here to tell you that it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as to yourself. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. The armadillo guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. So, not your circus, not your monkeys. Don't try and take on problems that belong to others. Do you first. Do you first. Don't be pushed into things you don't want to do. But yeah, learn where you end and where you end and others begin. What is yours to own and deal with, and what is not. Know your limits. Say no to what doesn't feel right. If you are agreeing to something, make sure you know the entirety of what you're agreeing to. And also, remember, you can say no. The armadillo sounds like you need to pick and stick. Armadillo calling you out. I mean, yes, we all are. We all want to help, but sometimes it's not your circus. They're not your monkeys. You are not required to help. And also, some people are not appreciative when you do help. So, you don't necessarily have to bother in that case. Laura says you're wanting to read a setting with haunted Gothic hallways, fluttering gossamer cobwebs, flickering candles, ornate architecture, cold plumes of breath in lonely bedrooms, and tormented characters. Understood. Stacey says the armadillo. I'm trying to find those boundaries. Yesterday you had a headache most of the day, and you decided to be okay with not getting any words. You needed the self-care to rest. Yes. I love the phrasing. Okay, so let's do this. I'm starting with 2,674 words. So need to make a note of that. Starting with 2,674. So that's my starting point. Mom Maggie says it's such a hard lesson to learn. Letting people deal with their own dramas is a struggle for you as an eldest child. Yeah, because you're trained that as you as the oldest are sort of you become part of the referee team for the younger kids. Yeah. That is definitely true. Okay, what am I doing? We need a timer. Here we go. Okay. Stacey's goal for the day is 1K. 2K is your stretch goal because you missed yesterday. You have 500, so you're slowly getting there. Yes. Love it. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to go down to where I was leaving off. Okay. I'm there now. So 1, save your document, especially if you've already worked. If not, go ahead and pull up whatever document you think you're going to work on. 2 is make sure you have something to hydrate with. I have a matcha latte, so cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's do some math. All righty. Okay. 634. Not bad for a start. Not bad. All righty. I should put that in the tracker. How'd you do? How did you do? Okay. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. Let's see. Elizabeth is here taking a chill day. No writing, just cleaning and crafting. Maybe a little bit of baking. Excellent. I'm sorry you're not feeling great, but a self-care day sounds fantastic. Okay. The square that you are weaving on the loom is finished. You just need to crochet the ends. Nice. Excellent. Rachel says, bonjour. Hello. Welcome. Rachel is all over the place today, so no words revised to report yet, but you are getting stuff done at least. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Rachel says, how is everybody? Doing good. Doing good so far. Stacy got 334 words. Excellent. Good. And the sun is back. Yay! Excellent. Becca wrote 353 words also. You pulled a card for each project, and pretty much the card said, do them all. I mean, maybe if you have a like morning writing session and an afternoon writing session, you could split them up that way. And then an evening session, if you have 3, you'll just be writing in lots of sessions. So, you know. Rachel says, oh, I drew the badger this week, so appropriate. I like the badger. I like the badger a lot. It's just like this, be unapologetically you. Go forth and just be the badger, and people will move out of your way. It's a fantastic, I mean, that's not like everything in it, but it's just like it's a card that focuses on self-confidence and just like doing the thing, like getting it done. Oh, I think our yard guy is here. I wonder if he's gonna like the new island that I made. Okay. We need. It's a good thing I put the hoses up last night. We need another sprint. I was gonna do something though. I was gonna do something or show something, and I can't remember. Lost my train of thought. And it will either come back or it won't. I really wish that it came back though. Oh, I was going to show the poll again. That's what it was. It came back. Yay. My brain is not full of Swiss cheese holes. Okay. So this was, again, a question of which setting do you prefer to read? So I have a Bayou murder mystery contemporary setting. I have a Kingdoms and Empires that would be a fantasy setting. And I have a Rivals to Lovers Warring Houses that would be a historical setting. So if you have a preference for a setting amongst those, or if you have an other, click the other, but let me know what it is in the chat. But yeah, so that's the poll for today. So you got me hooked on the Oracle deck. It's a great deck. It's a fantastic deck, and I can't speak more highly of the sales tactic that Colette Baron-Reid has, in that on her website you can try out the decks and see the images before you buy them, because sometimes like Amazon will just have a picture of the box and like maybe one of the cards, and the same thing with like if you buy the package in the store, like this is not going to tell you what the other cards look like. So I love that on her website you can try out the decks, but like doing digital draws. So I love it, and I did it often enough that they were like, you must sign up to get more draws, which was a lot of times, let me tell you. But then I was like, yeah, I'm convinced. I will buy this. Rachel says you had to go with the Bayou. Yeah, it's a great one. There's one. Okay, I bought the ebook of it. What is the name of it? There's one that I read a long time ago. It's a romance that I think is influencing. There's no murder. There's attempted murder, but there's no murder in the story. But it is a like. It's got elements that I liked out of it. It's an older one. Anyway, I'll pop the name of it in the chat once I find the name of it. But here's a smart. Yeah, you look up deck reveal or unboxing videos to look at the decks that you're curious about. That is a smart way to do it. Yes, because you know somebody's gonna have them. Yeah. Okay, now my Kindle is taking forever to open the Kindle program. Anyway, it's fine. I'll just ignore it and it'll be fine. It'll open or it won't. All right, let's do the second sprint. And if I can get the name of that title, I'll pop it in the chat for you. Bayous always make you think of Rogue and Gambit. Yep. Very true. Very true. Okay. Should we go with a water timer or should we go with hedgehog? Water or hedgehog? What is the... I want to say maybe it's last name Stone. She says no water. Okay, we'll go with hedgehog. All right, so with the second sprint, it is your self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote, if you have a book out recently, book coming out soon, book on sale, let us know where to find that book and what pseudonym it's under, and also let us know where all your social media and stuffs are. So self-promo for your writing stuff. All right, here we go. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. Oh my gosh, I can't get my fingers short. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of sprint number 2. How do we do? Hedgehog says, great job, Kitty Pie. Oops, wrong button. Okay, I also need to do some math. Where's my pencil? Oh, it's over on my left. Normally I have it on my right. Okay. Okay, 785. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely will take it. Don't forget to do your self-promo. It is the second sprint that we just finished. Funky says, howdy. Hello. Welcome. What kind of coffee do you have today in your faded pirate mug? I have tea, matcha. So. Alexis has gotten 1,901 words for today. That's amazing. Wonderful. Hmm. Okay. Sorry, doing a small calculation there. Monique was going to go make a snack, but did finish and post pictures of the small loom and pot holder situation. So check out Mezzocampo Writes on Instagram. Okay, scroll. Oh, right. Mom Maggie had some great news. The middle child just got an acceptance letter to go to the Colorado School of Mines when she leaves the Navy, which is awesome. Congratulations to your middle child. You're on a three-way call with the youngest, who wants to study both geology and meteorology. I told them they should go to college together, which could be very fun. Middle said, I'll study radioactive rocks, nuclear science, and she can study space rocks and Earth rocks. Nice. But now they're arguing about why weather science is named after space rocks. You're laughing so hard. That is quite funny. Yeah, I love that. Also check out Monique's April Fool's Chaos Pit post. I will have to do that. You tried to summarize your novel badly. Fun. Okay, so here is the ebook link to the Author Tube Presents Beltane anthology, and here is the paperback version of the same. And Kara says, please check out my post about the Beltane anthology on my Reader's Roost blog, and there's the link for that. Mom Maggie saying that there is a marketing moment thing where you make up the worst review and or summary of your book and post it with a hashtag bad fake review. Back in February, you did a post summarizing your novel in the style of the Am I the Asshole from Reddit, or the A-hole. I'm not monetized yet. I don't know why. Anyway. But yeah, I remember you doing that, and it was fun. It was fun. Okay. Stacy got 360 words. Nice. And hit your goal for the day. Yay! You're going to try to get some more words so you can make up for the fact that you got no words yesterday because of the headache. Also, not doing the water timer didn't work. You still had to take a bio break. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Becca finished a chapter. Yay! Excellent. Good job. And Funky's coffee is ye old cinnamon vanilla. Nice. Nice. I went down a rabbit hole of like, it was not actually ye. It was the, was it the thorn that was pronounced TH, but then it just like slowly morphed into a Y looking thing. Um, so it would just be the old cinnamon. But anyway, that's a whole nother like research rabbit hole situation. You can look into it if you want to. It's quite fun looking at how words and letters morph over time. It's quite fun. Anyway, Becca says, you started reading a craft book on character development. Nice. One of the projects you're going to write has a large cast, so you're in for a lot of research. Gotcha. Gotcha. Mom Maggie says, started baking potatoes to go with the saffron chicken in the crock pot. Nice. Nice. We had sirloin beef tips the other day. It was very good. Very good. But I just made rice to go with it and make potatoes. I thought about potatoes, but I figured we would probably eat the leftover rice sooner than we would eat leftover baked potatoes. Because in general, I'm the one who usually uses up the leftover baked potatoes by like doing the pan fried slices after they're cold the next morning. But yeah. Anyway, last day of work, then you're headed out to Savannah. Ooh, nice. Are you going to go on a ghost tour while you're there? Savannah is uh, known for some of that. Your father was a professor at Colorado's School of Mines from 1976 to 2004. Nice connection there. You're laughing at not a carrot, just to be clear. Yeah, I figured. Your father explained about the ye thing, so you knew that, but you still like to say ye anyway. It sounds more piratey. It does. It does, definitely. Definitely. Alexis says this seems to be becoming a really long novel, but you might split it a little since it might come a little too big. Yeah, you can always make it a duology. It's fine. If it isn't ye, it's thee. Yes. You like to do things with leftover baked potatoes too. Yeah, sometimes putting on just a bunch of cheese on them and reheating. Yeah. Putting some chili in there as well. Great. Only if they can promise real ghosts. I don't know that I don't know that they can promise that. So is the cowboy ye really the Shakespearean thee? Ooh, good question. I think that comes from is more of a G sound, like gee, but I don't know which language that derived from in terms of like a left or a right, because that was sort of like what it was. Um, I'm trying to remember where it was from. Um, okay, yeah. Um, Spanish. Key for left, ha for come right or come around. As the clans made their way out west, drovers whose first language was Spanish wound up pronouncing the commands ye and ha. Okay. But what is the original language then? I'm confused now. If anybody knows, let me know, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Team Yee, not Kanye. Nice. No more Nano vlog. Yes, I saw that you posted this yesterday, but I have not gone and watched it yet, so I need to do that. What is everybody's thoughts about the end of NaNoWriMo? I think it has been looming ever since. Has it been 2 years now, or a year and a half, 2 years? I think it's been looming. But yeah, we renamed it here, but you forgot what it's called now. Rough Draft Challenge is the one that seems to be popping up mostly, and so that's what I have also labeled my streams. So, all right, let's do another sprinty sprint. I know it's like I yak too much, y'all. I like to chat. What can I say? And I like to procrastinate, and hence our streams always run over. So anyway, it is now 2:50 and we still have to do our third sprint. So oh, I didn't hear about this. Okay, so yes, okay, so I will have to look into this. Doesn't surprise you. What did surprise me is they actually took some responsibility, that they still made it more about the finances than their actions. Yeah. Ian Hoffer dog sledding comes from the Innu language. Oh. So I wonder if that was adopted into livestock, and interesting. Okay. Not a NaNoWriMo. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. So, because yeah, we have our rough draft challenge, we have the daily goals, we have the monthly goals, quarterly goals, and we have AuthorTube and all of the wonderful hosts to help us take accountability and motivation. So let's do another sprint. Third sprint. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine. Roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, I'm having to reset my password again. always, right? Make sure I typed that right. Okay, I'm now back. Yay. Anyway, so I'm going to have to record that password change in my long-term journal. Anyway, I did get 795 words there. So, okay, new password recorded. That way I don't have to freak out when I forget that I've changed it. I can now look it up. Anyway, let's see. Kate said afternoon. You're finally able to say hi. Kate has been working on your work in progress with For the Words. You got 870 words last night, which you're very happy about. Excellent. You're doing the rough draft challenge at the 25K goal mark. I think that is what mine automatically deferred to because I set mine as 40,000. And 25 was the closest, but not above mark. Stacy also says that's my goal. You've been struggling to be consistent, and you have days where you cannot write at all. So 25K is it. It is. And then lost track of time, and Karma got home early, so now you're painting. You'll be back to get a few more words, you hope. Excellent. I asked if Kate had tried For the Words before, and you said, yes, I have an account, and you're almost at level 7. It's so much fun. Once you write on there, you will copy and paste to your Google Docs. Nice. Nice, nice. Rachel is trying to decide what to include in the newsletter, and your brain is not braining. Do you have a deleted scene? Do you have an interview with a character? Updates on plans for the Ren Fair this year? Because I think last year you did a table at the Ren Fair. Are you going to be doing that again this year or no? Things like that. Rachel, smiley face with the tongue stuck out. Lexus got 254 words that sprint. Excellent. Good. Stacy got a call from your dad. And 300 words exactly. Nice. A nice round number. That brings your daily total to 1,432. Fantastic. But now you need to run out to do an errand for your grandfather, and earlier is better than later. Yes. Yes, yes. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Another chapter of editing down. Excellent. Good. Yes, the Ren Fair is the 12th weekend. Weekend of the 12th and 13th. Okay, so have you put that in your newsletter that you are going to be there? So if anybody wants to come and see you, they can come see you there. What else? I'm trying to think of most of the newsletters have like snippets of deleted scenes or like character interactions that aren't going to make it into the book but are still fun, or even teaser snippets. Progress sort of like things. So yeah. Self-pub with Andy is now streaming. Excellent. Good. So we have places to go. Good point. Thanks. You're welcome. Stream hoppers. Yes. All right. Well, we need to end our poll and then we can hop over to Andy's. Oh, darn it. I closed my... We'll just have to open it again. Okay. So I asked what setting you preferred to read in terms of would you want to read a Bayou murder mystery, which would be a contemporary, a kingdoms and fantasies, shenanigans, politics, that kind of stuff, which would be a fantasy. Rivals to lovers, warring houses, that would be more of a historical, or an other. So do you have a preference? We're about to end the poll in 3, 2, 1, end. So, Kingdoms and Empires, 38%, followed by Bayou Murder Mystery, Contemporary, and then Rivals to Lovers, Warring Houses of History, and other are tied at 15%. So we have a slight preference for fantasy over murder mystery, contemporary, and then a tie between history and history and other, historical and other. Burger. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hopefully our rough draft challenge is off to a good start. Don't forget, if you are using Sarah Cannon's roughdraftchallenge.com to go and update your word tracker. Or if you are doing physical word trackers, make sure you give yourself the gold star for achieving your goals today. And hopefully you enjoy yourself for the rest of the day. And I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye.